Hello friends, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Handington, and today we're playing Cookie Run Ovenbreak. So... I didn't know where else to go with that, I just stopped it right there. Anyway, you know what, I'm gonna leave that in. So many of the episodes are super edited. I'm gonna try to go with this episode with as few edits as possible. And, you know, it's not because you're putting a lot of work on me. No, Holly, it's because I want them to see an episode that's not me full of editing. Alright, you're doing a bang-up job so far. We don't need you here, Holly. Of course you do. In fact, I'm editing that out. Holly, please. Okay, but only because you used the magic word. Right then, so the next cookie we have here is Border Cookie. I actually didn't use him too much when I first got him, but he's reasonably useful. I still think Strawberry Cookie's a little bit better than he is, but he's not bad. His combi bonus makes power jellies last 20% longer. I believe those little jelly magical things that you get, like that magnet and the potion that we saw earlier, those are, I think, called power jellies, so I guess I got the terms wrong. Anyway, let's start off with Border Cookie here. Oh, his name is Skater Cookie. Good. A Fast Cookie can run even faster with each level up. The secret to Skater Cookie's speed and boarding skills lied in the special elasticity of his cat-tailed candy cane board. Oh, is that like the Phineas and Ferb episode with the giant rubber bands? You know, I wouldn't normally describe a skateboard using the term elasticity, but whatever. Inseparable with his 2009 limited edition board, he even sleeps on it, too. Not everyone can handle Skater Cookie's speed, but if you dare, prepare for a sweet ride. Warning, once you get a taste of Skater Cookie's speed, other cookies may feel slow. Like the Micro Machine guy, after you end up listening to him.
And these playsets fit together to form a perfectly precise Micro Machine world.
Billy, it's mother. Come to dinner.
So that was a clip from the Nostalgia Critic. If you remember from the previous episode, I had mentioned him briefly in terms of reviewers who I like to watch. Be careful though, kids, if you watch him though, he swears a lot of swearing. So make sure to keep him away from little ears. Keep what away from me? No, I didn't mean you, little ears. I meant, never mind. Here, you know what? Here, take this gumdrop. Here you go. Yay, gumdrop! Yay! And we're good. Okay. So yeah, if you couldn't tell from this cookie, he's a very dated cookie. You might even say that he's outdated. He's expired. Warning, Handington makes lots of puns. Other reviewers may seem less punny. This is a good thing. Alright, to get away from the pun zone, we might as well talk about his pet, the Lucky Dice Bros. They create random power jellies every 11.4 seconds. That's right, they make power jerrys. Like Jerry from Rick and Morty. Or Jerry from Tom End. So, Lucky Dice Bros create random power jellies, as we discussed earlier, and over there in that little box up ahead, you don't actually get to pick, that's just what they did for the little picture on top there. They show the different things that count as power jellies. Of the pets here, Lucky Dice Bros is probably the most useful of them, because that's a really good ability to have. It just creates one random one of those, and it does it very fast. 11 seconds is pretty good in terms of the speed of the game. I actually use this one in breakout mode. So I'd say the best of the common pets is probably Lucky Dice Bros, with Cheese Drop coming in second. And if you have the Strawberry Tamagotchi super increased, then Tamagotchi does well too. Or Game Boy. Again, I still don't remember. And by don't remember, I mean still can't tell. I still call it a Tamagotchi. It's the right size to be a Tamagotchi, but it has the buttons of a Game Boy. Now, before we start the run, there's just a couple things that I need to, talk about this whole situation over here. First of all, he's there, kisses the air, kisses it again, and he just keeps doing that. But you see, that thing over his head is actually a hat. I'm gonna tap it again so you can see the brim if you didn't see it before. Yeah, that's a hat. Where exactly does he see? He's skateboarding. You'd think that would be important to see. I like to think that that star is actually his eye and he's just a cyclops underneath. Like some sort of weird creature. Alright, let's go. You and your little hostess cupcake shirt. See, there we go. Lucky Dice Bros, you're awesome. You know, I guess it's good timing to have the Lucky Dice here because Cuphead came out not too long ago. And, you know...
they like to roll the dice.
Also, something I wanted to point out is that everybody here holds on to an item. Whoa, super fast. Alright. Anyway, back to the items thing. So... oh, that actually works. He's like holding one of each of them in each hand. No, I can't keep getting distracted. Okay. So, all of the cookies here hold on to something or have some sort of other object with them. So even though he's not, well, not right now he's holding onto the board, but he's not actually holding on to anything when he's skateboarding here, but he still has something as an extra, like, accessory. This is because in the original Ovenbreak, Ginger Brave needed his candy cane in order to swing. There was no double jump in the original, so there would be longer pits and you had to swing over them. Now you may be thinking, original Ovenbreak? What? I thought this was the only one. Nope. The original game was Ovenbreak, and then afterwards, the Dev Sisters started off with that game, and it only had Ginger Brave in it. So Ginger Brave was the only cookie, and he was awesome and cool, and it was really cool and awesome and whatnot. And then they signed up with the Korean telephone company, I think, called Line. And so when teamed up with Line, they created a game called Cookie Run, the sequel, spiritual successor, essentially, to Ovenbreak. Yeah, it's more of a spiritual successor. Okay, sorry for the interruption. Anyway, so... where was I? Anyway, sorry for that interruption. So, I think I was talking about Line and Cookie Run. So, the Dev Sisters teamed up with Line, and they made Cookie Run, which included all of these cookies that you see here, and they made a sequel called Cookie Run 2, and then eventually they split up with Line. Line has also made other games, so they're separate from Dev Sisters, but they work with them for the Cookie Runs games, and then Dev Sisters made this game, Cookie Run Ovenbreak. And, the cool thing about this one is, not only does it combine both games, which I'm very happy about, because I remember the original Ovenbreak, and they... come on, brain, stay with me here. Come on, brain, come on. Come on, I don't want to do any more editing. I said I would do less editing here. Come on, think. There we go. So, they had full power over this game instead. This one is completely the Dev Sisters, and in my personal opinion, I'd say it's the best of them. So, they finally have complete control over it. They're just them being awesome, and they finally have a good budget to be able to do everything, because they had a lower budget when they made Ovenbreak, and then eventually they got much more popular, and, they were able to make this, and I love it very much. So, I'm quite content with it. Though I actually haven't played either of the Cookie Run games, I've seen them a bit. I have played Ovenbreak before, not on this phone, but on my sister's iPod. She had Ovenbreak on there. And by that I mean I bugged her until she eventually downloaded it, and thank you, sibling. It's much appreciated. I really enjoyed playing that game. And by that I mean the few levels that I got to play of it when you'd allow me. And now we have phones, so now we can do whatever we want, and I can play this game however much I want. So I no longer have to bug her, as she was the only one in the house with an iPod. So, family stories aside, does this cookie remind you of anyone? You see, to me, he always kind of reminded me of, like, I don't know, a weird combination of, like, Sonic the Hedgehog and Vanilla Ice. Because he's just, like, all about going fast and everything. So he's like, you know, I gotta go fast. Let's see how fast I can go. He's like a gingerbread Sonic the Hedgehog. He's the one who is much more about the running fast part as opposed to the other cookies who just run. I actually don't think I talked about that earlier before, either. This game is based off of the story about the gingerbread man who ran and ran. Yeah, that's all you need to know. Anyway, if you don't believe me about him looking like Vanilla Ice a little bit, first of all, he thinks he's way cooler than he actually is, which is definitely Vanilla Ice, because Vanilla Ice is not cooler. Second, he has to stay away from heat, also like Vanilla Ice, who would melt by touching lots of heat. And look at this picture and look at Skater Cookie. I mean, seriously, look at that. That is just... He's Sonic Ice. There we go. He's Ice Sonic. Did Sonic ever get an ice power-up? I mean, you'd think that he probably might have at some point, because Mario got a power-up where he turned all solid ice. Yeah, as well as just having the ice power-up, the ice flower, I mean, and he also got the penguin suit, too. So he has, like, 3 ice powers. And it would make sense that Sonic has 1. If not, I'll find some other picture of Sonic Ice and put it in the thumbnail. I mean, you've probably seen it already, but in case, you know, you didn't. Sonic Ice. Look at this guy rolling around on his skateboard thinking he's all that. You're not all that. You're not all that in a bag of chips. Because you're a cookie. You're not chips. Okay, that joke was terrible. Please, think of some other... There's, you know what, there's so many better things to joke about this guy with instead than making terrible jokes about chips, which don't even relate to him. Unless, of course, they're poker chips, because he's gambling with his life by being on the skateboard, and he has dice to gamble with, and... Are you still there? Have you all gone? Hello? Hello? Have you all left me? I think I've rambled on long enough. So, this one was pretty good. I'm gonna try to do a bit less editing, unless I have a lot of long pauses that I really want to get rid of. But I feel like editing a bit less, while it doesn't seem as polished or as quick, it just seems a little bit more... Well, it's all honest, it's just... It seems a little bit more fluid. No. I don't know what it is. Either way, I think I'm going to try doing a little bit less editing and just leave in a couple more of these spaces and pauses, simply because you can't edit out real life, and I end up taking pauses here and there. And as much as I really do love editing stuff to make it a bit quicker, I'm going to just try to leave them a bit less edited. You know, it also makes it a bit easier on me to make episodes too, so I'll give it a bit of a shot. Except, of course, you know, with that first episode that was also corrupted, and I had to... That editing was actually not as much because of me, and it was much more of just trying to get everything to all work together, and just finding good patches of the video. So, I'm going to try to ease off of it, especially with this series. So, thank you very much for watching. I believe it's that time again. If you like what I do, don't be shy to give a thumbs up. Have a pleasant day, and this is Handington, signing off. Bye!